Here's a question I have. Why don't we just fuck China up right now while we got it? I've had this thought
It's a
before.
very
Of
good
like,
question.
if they're coming up so hard, but their military is not our military, let's go fuck them up.
Sleeper cells all over America.
Maybe.
He believes this, and there could be validity to it. We laughed at it at first, but he believes every Chinatown is a sleeper cell in America.
The thing
Or
is,
in the world.
So sleeper cells, we have found in the intelligence community that sleeper cells are largely ineffective, because when you take somebody out of a shithole place and you put them in the United States.
Have you been to Chinatown? WTF excluded. Kind of a shithole place.
But like America gets in your veins, right?
Yeah.
Like, clean water out of your faucet gets in your veins, and constant access to like cheap Kit Kats gets in your veins. Like you get used to this.
Yeah.
And this is not what it's like anywhere else.
Believe me, I know about the Kit Kats, dude. I know. But so to me, this seems like so many wars are just propaganda. Why wouldn't there be, I'm not advocating for it, but I am curious why it hasn't happened, a propaganda war against China. Well, it seems like all politicians don't speak that unfavorably about China. Biden was, I think spoke of them as an ally. Trump a little bit harsh with them, but not really. Why wouldn't there be a propaganda war against this rising power that is an imminent threat? Let's just act now.
It's a complicated issue, because one of the things that's always been neat about conflict in the past is that the aggressor was not we were not engaged in any kind of economic significance.
We buy everything from them.
Yeah, Chinese and United States markets are terribly entwined.
And they need us.
They need us, we need them. What they need from us is for us to keep spending money. What we need from them is for them to keep producing. If we rip that apart, both countries are going to be in like a leaky bucket. We're not going to have a market that where demand is getting met, and then they're not going to have an audience to sell their stuff to. And that's when that happens. It's kind of going to necessitate conflict. Maybe not with each other, but with countries nearby.
There's also something to say that I've seen like different pro-Chinese like Reddit accounts, or even like subreddits or Twitter pages that would suggest that we are being fed anti-Chinese propaganda. Yeah. Which again, I don't know if this is the case. I'm just seeing stuff, but it'll be like
tell us what your mom
the idea. Come on, my mom actually doesn't touch this one, but like if like the idea of like social credit scores, I've heard people be like, "Dude, that's not real," and then
totally real.
And then people here are like, "It is real," and then people over there are like, "It's not really real." Or like sweatshops, things like that. Like all the negative things we hear about China, there will be people online that are like, "That is just not real."
If Chinatown is a shithole. Just think about what China must be. Right?
Oh my God.
I have yet to see anything anti-Chinese that isn't true. I have yet to see it. Maybe it's out there.
Have you been to China?
I've been to China.
Let's get some propaganda. Let's get some racist pictures and just be like, what do you think of this?
Please, find something. Find a Chinese person eating a little white baby or something, please. I can at least say that that's not true.
I'm with this.
Yeah.
Can you find some of the pro-China stuff if possible? Mark, maybe you can help them out, but I want to see what they're saying.
Mark GPT?
If you go to the Sino subreddit, Sino, I don't know what to make of it. I look at it and I'm like,
what is Sino? Is that Chinese Reddit? Sino.
Sino is the term that you use when you talk about fucking no.
They pronounce it Sino.
On Reddit?
Yeah, it's a linguistic barrier.
What is Sino?
Sino is the term that means Chinese whenever you're connecting a Chinese element with another foreign element. It becomes Sino-Thai relations.
Okay.
Right? Instead of U.S.-China relations or Thai-China relations.
So they'll just post like memes and different things. I don't know who these people are, where this is coming from, but it'll just be interesting where it's like, this guy being like, yo, we can protest when the police murder us. We're allowed to protest. And China's like, your police murder you?
Your police murder you?
Yeah.
And you're like, oh.
That doesn't happen in China? I have a hard time believing that doesn't
happens
happen
all
in China.
over Western China.
Of course, I assume that these governments do bad things.
Wasn't that what Tiananmen Square was?
Yeah, that's what Tiananmen Square was.
Ran over with a fucking tank, bro. What are we talking about?
But again, this exists, and I find it interesting. I don't know what it means.
Yeah, I think these are just crazy people, man.
I'm also looking at the handles. The handles are interesting handles.
I haven't found a lot of people on a subreddit that I don't think are crazy.
The question is, are these people?
Those handles
look like bots? So this is another thing you talk about a lot.
Yeah.
A lot of this is probably bots and propaganda and just like disruption.
I wonder where it's coming from.
Oh, that was another one. Like they're talking about the Uyghur genocide, and if you go through this whole subreddit, they'll be like, "Oh, there was no Uyghur genocide."
Uyghurs are very real.
Well, that's what I
Uyghurs,
assume.
very real.
I've met a Uyghur. He wants. He's DM'd us. He's a fan of the pod. Been in my shows, and he's like, "It's fucked. It's horrible. What's happening there."
Right. So you hear these things, but then there's people saying that's actually completely not true. So you're like, all right, well, what is actually happening?
Now let's fast forward to what happens when we have parity. Right now, we don't even have parity. And Mark's confused by what's real and what's not real.
Yeah, you a sucker, bro.
No. I don't think he's an example of who's confused. I think he's representing a subset of the population that is genuinely confused. As we continue to reach parity, that is going to just go even further and have even more reach.
You're going to buy one electric car and be like, dude, these Chinese guys are sick, bro.
So they can buy me right
They
now.
didn't do nothing wrong.
They can buy me right
Yeah, no, their Chinese, their electric vehicles are better.
Yeah.
They're also a horrible government, and we should fuck them up right now while we have a chance.
So I think that's
Akash Singh, guys. Akash Singh.
vote Akash.
What's up?
The challenge here is you can almost see if you look at the world like a game board, like a board game, you can actually start to feel why China hasn't taken Taiwan. Because if China takes Taiwan and the US gets involved, all of a sudden we are so close to a war between the United States and China. And Xi Jinping must know that where he's dominant is only in China,
This guy's good, huh?
right?
I wish we had a leader like this guy. He seems like he.
Did you see his aura in the propaganda photo? What?
In terms of playing chess, this guy's good.
Akash, he's a dictator. He's like, bro, this guy's fine.
No,
Akash posted this.
Do nothing. Win. That's awesome.
I'm just saying he's a geopolitical maneuverer.
Sure.
He knows what he's doing in that sense. He's very good. We have someone who isn't maneuvering quite as deftly, is all I'm saying. So is that the biggest threat to the U.S.? Because I want to ask you, what's the biggest threat? It's
Without
China?
a doubt, it's China. When it comes to all things American, all things everyday life, it's China. China, our economy crashes without them. They're the biggest military threat. They're penetrating us across intelligence services, military services. They steal our industrial secrets. They copy our stuff. They actively plot with our allies and with our enemies against us. Like they are, and that's not my opinion. That's like documented in the DNI's annual report of geopolitical threats.
Is there something to be said for America's geographic location?
Yeah.
I mean, we have water on both sides. We have generally hospitable neighbors. China doesn't seem to have like that many bases set up, militaristically near us. Like obviously there's intelligence operations. And not to say that China doesn't have their own slew of issues as far as like population, innovation, natural resources, et cetera. Like in our defense, we have certain things that are moving for us where even if all things stay equal, we still have advantages.
Oh yeah, I'm not saying we don't have advantages. We do absolutely have advantages. And one of the big advantages is the fact that we are a country that's unified from coast to coast, and that our northern and southern allies are so heavily entrenched with our everything that they're not going to turn against us, right? So that's a huge benefit for us. China doesn't have that. It's got neighbors that'll turn it in an instant. It's got a
China and India
coastline.
is tense.
It's
And
got-
I think that's
There's
a massive
that, like-
opportunity for America. I'm not even just saying that as an Indian. And I think that might be why they are close with India and Pakistan, maybe.
Yeah.
Theoretically, is like these both could be useful against China. So why don't we just be cool with both of them?